Welcome back. In previous tutorial we studied that in .NET Framework the program is compiled in executable code in two phases. In first phase what happens, the program is translated into MSIL code. MSIL code means Microsoft Intermediate Language Code. So in first phase what happens in .NET Framework, the program is compiled into MSIL code by the compiler of the programming language in which the program is written, right? And what happens, this MSIL file, it is called assembly. This assembly file may have either .exe extension or it may have .dll extension. Exe means executable and DLL means dynamic link library, right? So what is the difference in these two extensions? Now what happens, suppose there is a program, right? And this program is having a main method, right? So what happens in a .NET Framework, during the first phase of compilation this program will be translated into MSIL code, right? So in this case this MSIL file or assembly will have .exe extension, right? Because the program which is compiled, it was having the main method, right? So this assembly can be executed itself, right? Now suppose there is some code, right? And in this code there is no main method, right? And what happens, this code is translated by the compiler of the programming language in which the code is written into MSIL code, right? Then in this case what will happen, this MSIL file will have .dll extension, right? In this case this assembly will have .dll extension, right? Because the code which is translated into MSIL code, that code did not have main method, right? So this MSIL file or this assembly will have .dll extension, right? Now see what happens, the assembly which is having the .dll extension, that assembly cannot be executed itself, right? This is used as a reusable code, right? This assembly which is having .dll extension, it can be used by some other program as a reusable code.